Welcome to the Basquatch Hunter, fish out of water.
Fish on!
We share our love for fishing with our guests, and then we show off what they do, making us both a fish out of water. A Basquatch isn't just a big fish. It's an elusive adventure you have yet to take. In this show, we all chased our dreams, but now we will chase our Basquatch.
You're watching the Basquatch Hunter, fish out of water.
Welcome to our Halloween spectacular episode. First, we're going to take haunted house owner Wally Fruit out in the kayaks for his first time out fishing. Then we head to his scary world of haunted houses, and I get to work the haunted house myself and scare some people for the first time. This is a great episode, and I cannot wait for you guys to see all the scares.
Hey guys, it's Mike McKinstry, host of the Basquatch Hunter, Fish Out of Water.
Hi, I'm Wally, got Rotten Manor and Holly. Mike gave me a call and said, hey, I'd like to do some videoing about your haunted house and do some fishing. I'm kind of going, what does fishing and haunted houses have to do with each other? But he filled me in and it sounded okay.
We're gonna take Wally out fishing today. So Wally's used to running haunted houses and doing more Halloween themed stuff. So we're gonna do kind of a Halloween themed episode today. Have you ever fished before?
I used to fish with my kids. Part I didn't like the most was breaking the worms in half and getting worm crap under my fingernails. Didn't really care much for that.
He has fished before. He hasn't been in a kayak like this, so today is gonna be definitely different. Today we're gonna do a mixture between artificial and live bait, see how the fishing goes. We're gonna hopefully not have a spooky time on the water, but after this, we're gonna go into Wally's world. I'm kind of weak when it comes to haunted houses. I haven't been to many of them, but I get scared easily with scary movies, so seems like it's gonna be a kind of a challenge for me.
I don't know. Mike's a little bit of candy butt, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
It's gonna be pretty scary. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
My world's better, I tell you.
We'll see.
So I get to drive a kayak without paddling with my hands. I get to use feet. This is kind of cool. I've never seen anything like this. I'm ready to go.
Well, today the water temps are in the mid 50s and the air temps are also in the mid to low 50s, so it's a little colder than normal. We normally don't film this late in the year, but the fish are still biting. We just got to bundle up a little bit and hopefully we find the fish. We're using these Abu Garcia reels, FX Carbon Series rods. Great setup, super lightweight.
They look beautiful.
And we're gonna be throwing this little bait right here. This is called the Berkeley Little General. It's a really small bait, mimics like a leech or a feeding fish on the bottom. When the water gets cold like this, the fish's metabolism slows down a lot. So they're looking for slow, moving, easy to eat meals that they can digest really easily and they don't gotta do a lot of work for. Today's gonna be a challenge for us, but I think we have the right bait for the right fish. The first spot we're fishing, one of my favorite spots on this lake, a nice sandy drop off at about 12 foot. There's a big line of weeds. The predator fish can hide there and hopefully we can pull them out with our bait. So up against the seawall, one of my favorite spots on this entire lake. It's all sand right here, so I'm gonna cast right at this drop off where I know the weeds are and hopefully there's a huge fish waiting for us. I threw out the Little General, it hit the bottom, and as soon as I moved it once, I felt this huge fish and my rod bent straight down. Fish on. Man, this fish jumped like 2 feet out of the water. It was like air jaws. Look at that.
The Basquatch Hunter, fish out of water is brought to you by Amerigas Propane, Yak Attack, DMF Bait Co., FX Custom Rods, Feel Free Kayaks, Zotford and Deals in the D.com, Berkeley Fishing, Abu Garcia. Produced by Basquatch Productions.
Oh, here we go. It's fighting good too. Look at that. Look at that rod bend. That's not a bad first fish of the day right there.
We just got on the water. Mike starts screaming, fish on. I didn't know things happened this quick here.
Oh, geez. This is a smallmouth bass right here. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we got the first fish in the boat. This is a monster smallmouth bass, and it's a certified bass squatch. Yeah, you know what's funny is I didn't expect to get a fish this big on the first cast like that. Look at that bass. Oh my gosh.
Mike pulled out a big bass, probably the biggest bass I've seen in a long time. It was kind of fun watching it, although I wish it would have been on my hook.
Oh, look at that, guys. That's incredible. Nice cold water fishing, nice Michigan smallmouth bass. All right, sorry, Wally. I didn't mean to catch the first fish this quickly, but this one's a beast. So like I said, the water temperatures are really cold. The air temperatures are even colder. So it's gonna be tough fishing this time of year. We're having kind of a hard time finding the bass today.
We've been out here fishing a bit. Mike's got the call, Mike's got the fish. I haven't got a fish yet. Mike must be a better fisherman than me.
Well, a couple hours in, about 50 or 60 casts at least.
This is a little new for me fishing this way. I'm used to the old bobber technique, doing the little pulls and little things like that. I started getting that little nibble. I finally got a hit, pulled hard. I was like all excited. I love this. I thought I was gonna do something big. I brought it in and oh, look at that.
Breaking the seal.
Look at that. Mike outdid me.
That's a little baby smallmouth.
No, what are you talking about, baby? This is 3 times the size of the one you just caught. There we are, you poor little thing. Now this is just not looking very sporty. Look at it.
You know what though? So that's a small smallmouth,
yeah.
But we're still on the same species. We both caught smallmouth bass today.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's prettier. Yours was bigger. If I put it closer and way in front of me, it looks bigger. Look how huge that is. Look at that. That's sweet. I got a fish.
Man, seeing Wally catch that bass, he lit up. He was so excited, and that's why I love the sport of fishing.
Look at that, he's huge. That's the biggest fish I ever caught. The first one in 10 years.
Hopefully the next one's even bigger, but at least he got a fish on the board. That's awesome.
You.
And it's a nice little smallmouth.
I know, little bass.
They're pretty.
I'm feeling bad, he needs to go swimming.
Hey Wally, you got a hold of that fish just long enough to get the shot. That one wanted to go a little bit quicker. Since you've been in haunted houses for how long now?
Well, I started my own haunted house 10 years ago. I started building haunted houses at the house for the kids, so at the season they could bring all their school friends over and everything like that. The last home haunt we did, we had like over 600 people in one night.
Oh wow.
People were bragging about it like it was really something good, which to me I'm going, okay, I guess it was.
Yeah.
But from there I said, hey, I think I'm gonna do this professionally. And the whole family's in it, so it's kind of a nice thing.
The bite's been kind of slow with the bass, so we're gonna switch it up. We got some Halloween candy, and we got some DMF worms, Canadian night crawlers, and we're gonna switch our gear up a little bit, and we're gonna go out for some bluegill and some panfish. We're gonna have some fun. I got these little Halloween containers. We got candy corn.
Oh, this looks good.
And we got...
Is that for me or the fish?
Both, it can be. And we got some night crawlers. So we're gonna switch gears here, and we're gonna go to worms and bobbers, and we're gonna do some Halloween candy and bobbers. Let's try to get some Halloween fish. Sound good?
There we go.
All right.
Apparently we're gonna fish now with candy. I don't know if there's any candy left in my bucket because I've been eating it.
So we got some worm on here, and you know what? I think we're gonna try some candy corn on this worm. I'm gonna see if this will hook. Look at that. All right, we got some candy corn on the hook. We're gonna have some Halloween fun, and hopefully these fish wanna go trick-or-treating. There we go. Look at that. Nice little bluegill.
Oh, ain't he cute?
Well, I guess the fish like Halloween candy. Oh, you got one too? There we go.
Looks
Look at
like
that.
it.
Double
Looks
up.
like it.
2 fish at the same time.
Why are yours always bigger than mine?
You know what? That's how I got the name the Bass Squatch Hunter. It's not the tiny Squatch Hunter.
Would you like to see my fish? There he goes.
Oh man, Wally, you got to hold on to the fish. Fish on. So I'm watching the bobber dance, and boom, there it is, a beautiful bluegill. I think I outfished it today a little bit, Wally.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I got the biggest bass on that first cast, super lucky. And now I got the biggest bluegill when we switched over to worms.
Yeah, well, we'd have felt bad if you didn't beat me. Mike keeps trying to tell me to quit casting and we're done, but shh, I got one more cast to do. Fish on.
There we go.
I finally got a hit, nice and hard, pulls down deep. Mike, I think I got you on this one, I think so.
There you go, that's a good sized bluegill.
Oh, he's got some weight to him. Here, you want to play?
Oh my gosh.
It's fat.
This is by far the biggest bluegill of the day.
That's just because it's fat.
I got the biggest bass, you got the biggest bluegill. Just when I thought I had the biggest fish of the day, Wally pulls in this last fish, and it's a monster bluegill. What a fish.
All right, Mike, how do you like me now? I got a big bluegill. Well, nice for that picture. We didn't need that picture anyways.
You know what, Wally? Great job fishing, great job in the kayaks, but now I gotta go try to be in your world and see how I do in the haunted house. How do you think I'm gonna do in your world? You think I'll do all right?
I think you do all right as long as you wear a diaper. You'll be all right.
You think I'm gonna get scared that bad?
Oh, yeah. Most everybody does pee their pants when they come through there.
Yes. Working in the haunted house, I'm kind of nervous because being in the dark and being by myself, I might get scared by the people coming through more than I scare them.
This has been great. I really enjoyed today. It's been fantastic. But now, Mike, it's time for you to come to my world.
Now we're off the water. We had a great time fishing, but now we're at the Rotten Manor in Holly, Michigan.
Purchased the property in 2014, started getting rid of all the woods, and I found this big mansion. This is scary. I got to work this. We opened up a haunted house. Our first year open was 2015, and it's been going great ever since.
We've been waiting for you.
Well, I'm definitely a fish out of water here. What are we doing now? What are we getting into?
So now it's welcome to my world. First, what we're going to do is, with the lights on, we're going to do a little walkthrough, kind of get you used to what's going on in there, what we do. As soon as you're comfortable with that, lights off and things happen.
And then I get to put on my costume and I get to see what it's like to actually work at a haunted house and scare some people. I'm pretty excited about that part.
Yeah, I'm not paying him.
Yeah, I'm not going on payroll. So before they open up, I'm going to go behind the scenes and Wally's going to show me some of the inner workings of how this whole thing works and some of his favorite spots of the haunted house.
Here we have 4 different attractions as of now, but the Manor was the first. It is the scariest.
So we're in the Manor now. I know there's a story behind this place, but what's the story?
Crazy people live down south. They were into some witchcraft, voodoo, things like that. Eventually, the townspeople found out about it, so they came and burned them out. So they ran and scrambled up north, built another mansion, and started all over again.
So this is their house right here?
This is their house. And eventually, Mr. and Mrs. Rotten died, left their offspring that were all disturbed and mentally messed up to live and run here.
So is this Mr. and Mrs. Rotten right here?
This right here is Mrs. Rotten.
Okay.
She's a sweet little thing.
Yes.
And this is Mr. Rotten. They're both decayed and nasty, but the children won't let them go. So they keep them right here.
I'm not gonna lie, this place is kind of scary with the lights on. I can't imagine how scary it is with the lights off. So before this place gets haunted, let's go walk through, and I wanna see some cool spots, but also I'm really curious about your favorite spot.
This is the den connected to the library. So he was a traveler to all the different countries and everything, so you're getting back paraphernalia, haunted things.
In the first room, I already noticed that there's a lot of detail that people probably don't even see when the lights are off.
A lot of detail. You would not believe the shopping we do.
Yeah, there's these are real books.
Everything's real in here.
Walking through this haunted house, you'll notice every little detail. None of these things are actually fake. They're all real items. It looks like a thrift shop in every single room. So you feel like it's a real house. Well, how many rooms are in this house?
Total probably 50.
50 rooms.
50, 60 rooms.
So it's a big house.
It's a big mansion.
A lot of ghosts are in this house.
A lot of ghosts.
How do we get out of here?
We're going to go through the fireplace.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of people, they get in there and they get trapped and they feel really confused. And that's when the fireplace blows smoke out and then slides off to the side, and then we travel through the wall.
Nothing weird here, just walking through a fireplace in a room. This is only the first room of the whole manor, so this is a sign of how scary this place really is. Well, this room looks like one of the creepiest rooms I've ever seen. It's full of puppets.
The puppet room is one of my favorite rooms, not necessarily because of how we built it, but because puppets have always been intriguing to me. They used to take the souls, the Rottens did, and put them into puppets and bring them to life.
So all these puppets are actually people.
So all these puppets have souls in them.
This room is definitely creepy. There's puppets on the shelves. You don't know what's real and what's not, what's an animatronic or what's gonna move. This haunted house is definitely scary. When I dress up, can I sit in this room and scare people?
Yes.
Yes. I'm excited.
But that's right. You said you wore your diapers. We're all set.
Yeah, we're all set. This room's amazing. Every room I've seen in here is incredible. What's the coolest behind the curtain thing you can show us?
I can show you the back workings of it, kind of give you an idea how it works.
Yeah, let's go see. That'd be great.
Let's do that.
One of the coolest things about this haunted house that makes it rise above all the others is all the animatronics and moving parts. The actors are one thing, but the non-human factor is even scarier. Every room you walk into, you don't know what's gonna fly out at you. There's puppets coming out of the walls, there's skeletons flying at you. You never know what's gonna happen in this place. All right, so there's an animatronic that comes out from so this slides down?
These are called like drop panels. And what happens is when it's triggered from the people coming through, an animatronic will come out here and kind of laugh at you and dance around. And the pneumatics that we have inside are just to attract take your attention away so the actors can get you. There is hundreds of animatronics here, and they all are ran with air. The air is a quick operation, so when things move, they move fast. So it gives you really good jump scares.
I'm actually really afraid of haunted houses, so instead of me walking through the haunted house, I'm bringing some of my friends, and they're gonna walk through and we're gonna see how scared they really get.
This place is extremely scary, so put your big boy pants on when you come.
As you can see, Mr. and Mrs. Rotten stay here for eternity, just like you. Around this corner, you'll meet your doom. See you soon.
I honestly didn't really know what to expect. I don't really go to haunted houses a lot. I kind of forgot there were actors, like actual actors in the house, so that definitely scared me a little bit.
I get scared really easily at the haunted houses. I knew it was going to be really scary and really fun.
I definitely expected it to be scary because from the visuals outside, it's really scary.
I've been to other haunted houses before. They're more like entertaining, and this is more scary.
We work on all your senses. On level floors, we do vibrations, sound waves, lighting, we do smells, all sorts of different things, just to throw all your senses off and just make you feel uncomfortable.
The scariest part was probably the actors. The actors are amazing. They did a really good job scaring us.
We do focus more on actors more than electronics. A bunch of kids, and they just love, they put their hearts into it.
So when you walk into a room, you don't know who's real and who's not. The mannequins are moving, but so are the humans. So you're not really sure what to expect when you walk into a room.
Oh, yes. Why don't we cut a little bit off? Why the long face?
Ava, you're next.
Ava, you gotta go. Ava, you gotta go.
You gotta go. I don't have any problems, sir.
You guys survived the walkthrough, and you guys made it out of the haunted house. What'd you guys think?
It was a lot of fun.
Really scary.
Really scary? What'd you think?
That was a lot.
And they did a really good job.
Yeah, so this place is legitimate. This is the scariest haunted house I have ever been to myself, too. But now, you guys went through and got to see the workers. I get to go be a worker now. So I'm gonna go get changed, get on my costume, and I'm gonna go scare the crap out of people. Are you guys gonna go through again?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Put it on my costume, and it's a mixture of my two favorite things. My favorite horror movie series, and of course, the Sasquatch. Today, I'm gonna be a serial killer Sasquatch. Now, the next step is go scare some people.
Hey, Mike, under the mask, try not to cry.
So I'm gonna stage up in the puppet room first. This room is one of the scariest rooms to me, and it definitely stood out. So I'm gonna stand in the corner and act like I'm a prop, and hopefully get some good screams.
Now, from watching you, Mike, you seem like you're pretty entertaining fellas. I think you're gonna do all right. Just give it your best and help make me some money.
It's showtime.
Mike, I think you're coming off a little lazy, Sunshine. You need to pick that up a little bit.
All right, here comes another group of people. I gotta try to be scarier. It's kind of hard to know when people are coming around the corner, so I'm kind of watching all the other people that are working here and the professionals so I can see what to do. So when they come around the corner, I'm trying to time it perfectly, but also the hardest thing is to not laugh because I'm kind of nervous at the same time. It's definitely different being on this side of the screens. Instead of me being the one that's scared of haunted houses, I get to watch other people be scared of haunted houses. We're gonna head over to the dollhouse. This is the puppet room. Dollhouse is next.
Oh my God!
Mike, I think you're getting the hang of it a little bit, but you still need to push it up a little bit. Oh, Mike, that was amazing. You're hired.
All right, that was the best group right there. We had some really good scares in there. Hey, awesome job. Let's head outside and get some air. Well, I got to work at a haunted house. I got to scare some people, got to meet some of the workers. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot harder work than I expected. Staying in character, being in weird poses, jumping up and down. I'm so grateful for Wally and all the people at the Rotten Manor that welcomed me into their world and let me have some fun today and do some scares. No matter where you are in the country, come right here to Holly, Michigan to the Rotten Manor and check out all the amazing haunts here. It's an incredible time and it's a lot of fun. Make sure you guys check it out and stay tuned for even more fun on the Basquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water.
Then put a smile on. Cheerio, mate.
On the next episode of the Basquatch Hunter, Fish Out of Water.
Well, you made it through the whole season of the Basquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water, and now we get to share our greatest memories, our greatest hits, and some of the coolest parts of the season.
Don't miss the Basquatch Hunter, Fish Out of Water, on the Discovery Channel, the Pursuit Channel, and online everywhere. BasquatchHunter.com.